Hello traders, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly remember to subscribe, like and comment down below. Looking at the EURUSD 1 week chart. So today we're going to be focused on which order block to focus on. So when it comes to order blocks, what I like to do, I like to first of all consider the narrative. And when I say narrative, I mean what is the market doing? Where is it? I like to ask myself three questions. Where is it? Where is it coming from? And where is it going, or rather where is it likely to go? So these three fundamental questions are very key in order blocks, because you do not want to be trading any order block. You want to be trading order blocks that are likely to move the market in the direction you're thinking the market might be headed to. Another thing I like to do is also look at higher time frame order blocks which are near the price that you are trying to maybe enter on, or near price essentially. And I also like to look at key turning points. So order blocks that are at key turning points are very essential in my analysis and in my consideration of an order block. So for instance, this order block down here, this is an order block. These two candles are order blocks. So if you have not checked my video on order blocks, kindly check it out. It's above the video. The link is in above this video and also in the description below. So kindly check out my video. I outlined why these are order blocks, and I outlined how to define an order block and how to know that an order block is confirmed and ready to now price, or rather take price to maybe the levels you're thinking of. So this order block here, the narrative behind this order block was that the market was dropping initially, and then the market hit this monthly imbalance. So once it hit this monthly imbalance, we see the market now aggressively moving away from it. So once we break this above this high, this is now a confirmed order block. Even above this candle's high right here, it was a confirmed order block. So once it is confirmed, we expect the market to come and retest it. That's how we enter the market using order blocks. So this outline here is actually a daily order block that I've outlined that we'll be looking at. So this order block on the daily was now coming off with the narrative that the market was already coming out of this, and it was targeting liquidity on the weekly chart. So since we are targeting this liquidity and there's a drawn liquidity on the monthly that we are aiming for, on the higher side, our bias on the weekly and the monthly is bullish, and also on the daily we maintain a bullish bias, although there are some times like this week that we'll get some down close weeks. So that is okay, because we can also trade going down even though we are still bullish. So we get an imbalance created on the weekly, and then the imbalance is retested and the market continues higher. So this daily order block came already with an established narrative that we are already coming off this imbalance and we're already coming off this weekly imbalance. So any order block created here in the daily is very significant in pushing price even higher, because the weekly is already showing us that it is willing to even go higher and higher. Because if the weekly chart is leaving imbalances as it drives higher, then it shows that there's momentum in the market and that there's willingness for the market to keep pushing higher. So the higher time frame, of course, will always take preference. So we also had a weekly order block here confirmed here. So, but we'll be checking out this daily order block. So let's go down to the daily and check out the order block I'm referring to. So this is the order block I'm referring to. So if you can see that this order block, already we had retested this imbalance and come out of it. So it was confirmed once this candles range was taken out. But if you check out my video, I also explain why these three order blocks, or these three candles rather, are also order blocks when this is taken out. Because ICT teaches that consecutive candles are also considered one order block. Because if you look at it, these are all down close candles, but the the basic or classic teaching is that the order block is the last down close candle. But I'll also say that these three candles, since they're consecutive down close candles, they're also considered order blocks once the range is taken out. But when you focus on this one, you'll see that the market drove higher and then it came back down to retest that order block. So the reason we're focusing on this order block and not any other order block, for instance this one, is because we have narrative behind this one. We have the narrative that the weekly had created an imbalance and it was coming down to retest it, and then once it retested it, it came out. So we do not expect this low to be taken out. So this order block should hold prices higher. So that's why we're seeing that this order block, when you look at the opening price, look at how the bodies match. Look at this. This is just amazing. So the bodies at the highest volume. So the volume is in the bodies, just like ICT teaches every now and then. The volume is in the bodies. So you see how the bodies align perfectly with the opening price of that order block. Even though it tweaks lower to probably fill this imbalance completely, but we see that it respects that order block precisely. So that is the kind of thought process that I usually have when selecting an order block. So apart from that, we have said that there's higher time frame, and then we have narrative. So narrative is essentially where the higher time frame is taking us, and then sometimes we might look at key turning points. So key turning points, it's like the way the weekly had already come from this level, and then we get an order block, for instance this candle. So I also like, I prefer to look at the bigger bodied candles as order blocks because the volume is in the bodies. So the bigger the body, the more preferable that order block is. So in this instance I'll be looking at this. So the narrative is that we have hit this monthly balance, and then we are now coming off that monthly balance. So this, once this candle range is taken out by this one, then we consider this another block, and look at how the market digs deep to just react off that opening of that order block. So this is how beautiful the order block is. So once you get the grasp of it, so you can just go back and backtest and see for yourself how powerful this concept is. So you do not want to be focusing on every other order block. You do not want to be going into the 15 or 5 minutes and looking at order blocks. The most significant order blocks are in the higher time frame. So the 15 minutes order block are not useless. They can be used for positioning yourself, but once you understand the storyline behind the market, then you can go to the 15 minutes and use the order flow, or rather use the order block to trade into the order flow that the direction already established in there, preferably the daily minimum, is showing you. So I think that's what I use to focus on when considering which order block to focus on. Thank you so much guys for watching. I hope this video has been helpful. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. Also let me know what kind of content you want to see or any suggestions you have. Thank you.